DonegalDaily.com, Donegal's largest news website. For up-to-date news, sport and events from Donegal, click DonegalDaily.com.
Well, Columba Heena and Glenn Alcorn are with me here, and I'm going to start with Glenn, if you don't mind, Columba, because he's made the effort to come all the way from Australia to take part in the event. What does that say about the Donegal International Rally, Glenn, that you've come this far?
Oh well, I couldn't miss it. Hey, all year, all you're thinking about is coming home. I know everyone thinks you miss the family and you miss everything else, but to be honest, I miss the rally the most. Does
the family know that?
They kind of tends to be I come home every June, like, so I work around that there, but I try to make everything happen, and it's just a real joy to come home for a day, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a privilege to get away and get a good support from people in Australia too, like, that helped me to come back here for it. And no, it's just a great opportunity to sit with Columba. Hey, it's something that I knew Columba for years, rallying and that there, but I've never sat with him before, and it was just a great privilege to get out to do Donegal with him. So,
what's your own history in the Donegal before you headed away?
My last time, now it didn't end too well for me in 2013. I was second run over Glen. I had a big enough off, so it put me back a few years. Hey, and I haven't done Donegal since, between one thing and another. So I haven't gone over the finish ramp for 3 days since my first time doing it in 2005 or 6, I think it was.
Yeah. I
was navigating for Paddy Hockey, so hopefully the Omens are behind me, and this weekend or next weekend we'll get over the ramp.
Yeah. Columba, 14 now. This is the 14th you're going to go in, and I suppose, like everybody who takes part in the Donegal International Rally, it's a mixed bag when you look over what's happened over the years.
That's it, Charlie. I was doing it kind of the first year I done it was 2004. And eventually got round it now. We were about to hedge a few times now, but I didn't finish it then until 2012 now. And there was a mixture of stuff in there. I had 1 year I had a navigator got sick and he had to pull out. There was another year maybe I got broke down. We were stuck in a house then another year. So
were they expecting you?
Not really, no. No, they put a bail there, so they obviously don't want me to come in again now.
Well, listen, it just says so much about the event, isn't it? Because a lot of people get frustrated with the disappointments, but everybody you talk to says, no, that's behind me now. It's all about this year.
That's right. I remember talking to Damien Goller one day out at Cheernanog too, and I was saying the same thing. Is this Donegal? I cannot get round it, and he was the same. I think he said there's maybe 7 years and he didn't finish it. He says, you just have to keep plugging at it, but so I know, hopefully we get around it again this weekend now.
And I mean, looking at the class 13 and 14, I mean, even before starts Columba, we know how competitive it's going to be. Does that add a bit of extra pressure to it all?
It definitely does, but it's very hard to know. Like the fastest man, normally you see boys that's leading maybe on the Friday evening, and they're probably not there on a Sunday evening,
Yeah.
But it's different to other rallies, whereas, but saying that, then you can take the other approach to it and maybe go, look, I'll just try and ease my way into it, not there, and next thing you're a minute down.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So it's very hard to know what approach to take to it, and that, but there are a couple of quick boys in our class there too. There's a lot of quick boys in it, but I'll look at it, if we're kind of close to them, we'll be happy in that there.
Yeah, because in fairness, it was so tight in the international last year that it was almost forgotten how tight it was in the national as well, Columba. It was, I think the league changed hands about 6 times.
That's right. It was serious now, to be fair, and I was up in Manus's cafe there this morning and we were chatting Shamey and we were just naming all the boys that can win the international there now, and I think it's no disrespect to Gary McPhillips, we forgot to mention him, when you see a field like at this out, and Gary could easily win that. There's just so many boys there now that can take it, which is, it's never really before. There was always maybe 2 or 3. This year, there's probably 7 there, and you wouldn't be shocked if any one of the 7 of them wins it, so.
Rory Kennedy would always say there's big responsibility on the co-driver when it gets really competitive to keep the driver right, to keep them steady, Glenn, and not easy keeping these boys steady once they get going.
I'll try to keep them on the ropes, it'll be hard enough, but hopefully, as I say, I never sat with Columba before, and hopefully we'll get off the good rhythm. The idea is just to get a good recce in and just take it as it comes, and bet ourselves into it, but I'm doing a good bit of rallying out in Australia, so I've been away from here for a while, but I'm still fresh to navigating.
Yeah.
So hopefully now with a bit of a test in that there, we hope to be there, come Friday evening. We don't want to be far from the door.
The balance in the car is so important, isn't it, really, between the
definitely.
driver and the co-driver. It has to be right.
It has
to get
to
everything
click.
right.
Definitely has to click. Being friends and that there too, I think it should, and being 2 Corolla men too, we're going to enjoy ourselves, and the main thing is to go out and enjoy ourselves for the weekend, but if we can be there, we'll be happy. We're not going to let the boys too far out of our sight, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, I know a few friends who started this event and haven't spoken to one another then for a couple of weeks after.
Well, that can happen too. So if we get to the end and we're still friends, that's a bonus too.
It's all about getting to the end, isn't it, Columba? I mean, you want to be competitive, but at the same time, you want to get over that ramp on Sunday if you can. After all the disappointments you've had, you know better than anyone how much that means.
Definitely, I really want to get over it there. Glenn, to be fair to him, has put in a lot of effort, kind of behind the scenes there. He's gathered a right bit of sponsorship for us, not there, which, well, always good some bits of sponsorship. This year is really kind of pulled all things together, not there, which we have a good chance at it. We can put fresh tyres in the car, stuff that we normally wouldn't do. We'd be throwing on whatever's there and that. So I hope to get, for the effort that Glenn has put in, and of course everybody's working in the car and that too, I hope we can get round it, and have a good run at it.
And some bragging rights when you head back to Aussie to those people who supported you, Glenn.
That's it,
nothing beats your home event, obviously, but you'll be hoping to go back with a good result.
Definitely, and just when we do mention support, I would like to thank the support they got from Australia to help me come back here. Just to name a few: the mighty Quinn Tavern, Ferner Security, Western Fit-Outs, Alcorn Body Repairs, and Alcorn Electrical. They've been a big help to me coming back here, and as Columba says, gives us a better chance over the weekend. Not to mention the sponsors that Columba himself has gathered. It gives us a better chance for the weekend, and hope to do the justice and see how we go.